We're going to do a brief video on Signify, that's SGFY Market News, and we've got a daily chart up here for you with a 5-day, a 20-day, and a blue 200-day moving average. Red is the 20, green is the 5. And let's take a quick look at the back story on this stock. We can see it hasn't been out trading very long. We don't have enough time in the past to give us a decent 200-day moving average, but we can get a little bit of benefit from it. We'll go back to here and see it back in June of 2021. We had a high of about $31, $32, and we went promptly into a bear market off of that. You can see we went all the way down here and put in lows at roughly around the $11 level. The price pretty much traded normally, respected the 20-day moving average to some degree, not great, but to some, and put in what I would consider fairly normal for a stock like this, back and forth, backing and filling as it went down in its bear market. Keep an eye here on the volume. We had, even though the spikes are fairly high, these are 4 or 5 million share days. These are 500,000 share days down through here, down in September, and we got some spikes. We got a spike here on the volume of 5 million. That's going to be relevant in a minute. All through December and into January of 2022, our volumes were in the hundreds of thousands to low 1 to 2 millions. And as you can see, we were essentially going sideways here around the $13 area, hovering back and forth. As we moved through time and we came up into the spring of 2022, we finally started being able to use this 200-day moving average, and we bounced right off it. You came up in a bear market, had a little rally, and came up, or a decent rally, to about 18-ish, 19-ish, and bounced right off of the 200-day moving average, headed back down and put us down almost at the lows. It's too kind of low down here for me to check it out, but yeah, it looks like it made some new lows right down here in May, and then again some slightly higher bottoms, it looks like, in June. That began our bull market that we're currently in. You can see we put in some lows. It's difficult to see, but we put in some lows here, right in this point here in June, came up, blew through the 200-day moving average, which was now reduced in slope, not bottomed out yet, but reduced in slope at this point. And we had really almost complete respect for the 20-day moving average. We got to bounce off of it right here. That puts us to where we are in the last couple weeks. You can see we got a good rally above the 200, confirming our bull market trend. Look at our volume though. Our volume along here in July, 2 million, 1 million, 1.5 million, 800,000, and then all of a sudden in early August 8th, we got a 9 million share day. Then we got a 22 million share day, and that was this huge gap right here from $21 to approximately $27. That's a fairly big gap. But it's a particularly large gap in this stock, which had not previously been gapping too much. We put in a little gap here, but historically this hasn't been a big gapping stock. So we move along with ridiculously reduced volatility up here, because this gap spooked a lot of people. And then we put in today this ridiculous 34 million share day with almost no volatility. Not even $1 worth of daily volatility in the stock. So it's extremely interesting what's going on here. I have no idea what's going on with this company from a fundamental perspective, but from a technical perspective, you can see we're in a bull market, and we get this huge gap. Maybe some news came out, maybe it didn't. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I didn't follow the fundamental details on this stock at all. I really don't care about it. But from a perspective of the price, this is very unusual price action when you get a stock firmly in a bull market, respecting the 20-day, and then it just goes sideways. So maybe you guys know something about the stock I don't fundamentally, but from a technical perspective, it's all of a sudden not behaving in a very technical way. So maybe they got some type of offer or something. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. But from a technical perspective, what do I think this stock's going to do? Well, the answer is I have no idea at this point, and it's very unusual for me to say that. But it's not really behaving at all like a regular stock. And that's the reason I decided to look at this stock today for you. You can use technical analysis all you want, but there are times when it just flat is not the best thing to do. And this is in my opinion, that's one of these times. You can see that we should have movement like this. We should not have these kind of big gaps, and we shouldn't have a sideways movement at this stage of a bull market. So being ignorant of the fundamentals is not really a requirement when you're using technical analysis. I know there's something up with the stock. I can tell just by looking at it. And so I'm showing you this particular stock just to give you an idea of how interesting and how useful technical analysis is. Without knowing anything about this stock, I just learned about it today. I know there's something going on fundamentally with the stock because it's simply no longer behaving the way it used to behave. The volume's out of control and the volatility's way down. So it's probably some type of public information out on this stock that I have no idea about it, but it is very, very interesting to use technical analysis without knowing what the fundamentals are, and you can see clearly the stock started trading more on its external factors as opposed to the normal structure the way this stock trades. Because normally this stock trades, I would say, I don't know if I'd use the word beautifully, but it trades very nice. So that's where I am with the stock. I can't give you an up or down prediction on the stock at all, and it would be for entertainment purposes only even if I did, but I thought I'd do a video to show you can have extreme volume, 34 million shares, and very, very low volatility, which is an interesting thing to see. The volatility of less than $1 on this stock today. So I checked. We do not cover this stock at RBAM Research. No results found for SGFY, but to give you just a brief overview, we do cover 190 different stocks, and those can be had every morning by 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, and you can get them absolutely free. Buy prices for 190 stocks with 1, 5, and 20-day holding periods. We also cover the major forex pairs. We cover BTC for crypto, and we cover the futures contracts, the most liquid futures contracts. You get a look at them here. We put them out, and they have 1, 5, and 20-day holding periods. They're all for entertainment purposes only, but they're for your viewing pleasure at no cost and no credit card required at rbamresearch.com. There's a link in the description below. Again, they're all out by 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. If you'd like to see some more of these videos, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that. If you have a great comment that can help us make these videos better, please leave it in the comment section below. Keep in mind, everything you see or hear on here is for entertainment purposes only. You have to do your own analysis, and our entry prices are for entertainment purposes only, as well as our commentary, and you definitely trade at your own risk.